In this section, we will talk about the 4 categories of budgeting, how to create a budget, what missing money is, and how to refine our budget. The 4 basic sections of budgeting are debt repayment, saving for future uses, bills, and our living expenses. The first category of budgeting is debt repayment. These are fixed expenses that do not change on a regular basis. There's not much of ability to save money in this area very quickly. These are usually larger purchases that we need to finance in order to purchase. This means we need to evaluate these choices since they are not easy to change. We need to look at the long-term impact of these choices and how they affect our total financial picture. One of the most important areas of our budget is savings. The savings portion of our income is where we are committing to our future needs. This is usually the most overlooked part of our budget. It is usually overlooked because we do not receive a bill for our savings. We do not owe this to someone else, but we do owe it to ourselves, and we need to make sure that we take this area as seriously as we do other bills we may owe to others. The bill section of our budget is items that we use on more of a monthly basis to make our life a little bit better. We have more control over these items than debt repayment because we can make adjustments to these bills as possible when we need to save money. Some examples of these bills are cable and insurance bills. We can examine these bills to see if they are worth the portion of our budget we are allocating to them. These bills sometimes are fixed each month, and some of them can fluctuate in a range over time. The most important thing is to make sure we know what the bills are and how much of our budget we are willing to commit to each area. The living expense portion of our budget is the money we spend on a daily basis. These are expenses that we have daily control over, and this money is often called our discretionary income. This is the area of our budget that we can look at to save money immediately. Again, we need to look at all of the money we are spending and examine the portion of income we are committing and see what it's worth the value to see what we are buying. In summary, there are 4 basic areas to a budget. These are debt repayment, savings, bills, and our living expenses. Each one of these areas requires us to make different decisions. The longer the time frame we are committing to our money, the more time we need to spend on that decision. We need to look at where our money is going, the impact that it has on our goals, and whether or not the money we're committing is worth the value we see in the purchase.